I was fortunate enough to grow up in a Christian home. I did the whole church thing, had the part in the side of my head.
I grew up in the church. My parents were deacons in the church.
I'm from a bit of a complicated home.
Basically, I grew up in a Christian home, went to Bible school, went to Sunday school, did all the normals.
So I was raised in a non-Christian family.
I went to Fanshawe College and I fell away from the church for 2-3 years almost.
A lot of what I was doing was kind of just going through motions. There really came to a point that I really wasn't sure what I believed or really what was going on.
I have 4 parents at this point in my life, and this just led to complicated and confused understandings of what love was. Struggled with a lot with depression growing up and working through discovering just how to be valued and how to value myself.
In high school, I kind of learned how to make friends, but I ended up hanging out with the wrong crowd, like partied, did drugs, drank, and it made some pretty poor decisions.
High school, probably the biggest issue I had at that time, it wasn't the party scene, it wasn't drinking or girls or anything, it was kind of just living apathy and just kind of coasting through life and coasting through my faith.
I play volleyball for the MAC women's team, and then I kind of went into this phase of almost going back to high school, just making really poor decisions, and I was also going through a lot of anxiety and depression at that time. I kind of hit a low point, and it was probably the lowest point I've ever been at. And Ina actually invited me to Lift that week.
Found Lift in my third year of school after being really stubborn and not wanting to go to any churches at all.
I really felt challenged in my faith, and I really started coming into my own and really saying, hey, this is not my parents' faith, or not something that's been forced upon me. I'm really making this effort to make my faith my own and have this relationship with God.
Someone I had worked with over the summer invited me to come stay with them and experience Lift, just so I could have an experience of a church that had a vibrant community feel and so many people who were just overflowing with love.
But eventually I just kind of threw my hands up in the air and I went, God, I've had enough. I've had enough of trying it my way. I'm giving it to you. I hadn't thought about Lift in about a year. I went once with a friend. I immediately felt whole. I've never felt that whole before.
There was this one day in worship a couple weeks later, the song No Longer Slaves came on, and I just felt it. I felt so much love at that moment, and I knew he was in the room, he was there, and I finally belonged somewhere.
One Sunday, Robin asked me, hey, Pip, are you baptized? I'm like, oh, he asked the baptism question. So I'm like, no, but I probably should be, shouldn't I? He's like, yeah, you should. I said, hey, you know what? I'll get baptized and really make that step.
Being with Lift, it led me to be whole, and because of that, I got baptized, and I thought, this is me being renewed as a person.
The announcement was made, if you want to get baptized. I said to myself, well, you've been on this roller coaster of life, and the best parts of this roller coaster of life for you always is when Jesus is strapped next to you. So I said, why not make this commitment in front of all of these people?
One of my friends actually brought it up to me. Just kind of hadn't crossed my mind, but I started thinking about it, and I was like, this is a way that I could fully show my faith and show my acceptance of Jesus into my life.
So for Lift to be in the middle of that and really kind of in the trenches of what university is faith-wise is huge. And just knowing that there's this place that I can call my church is huge.
But thinking back, like, if I hadn't gone to Lift, like, I don't know if I would still be here today.